nudes. Have you? Do you want to? Well, let's talk about that and get intimate with Shai. Hi fam, my name is Shai. Now before we begin, as always, let me tell you that I am not a doctor, I am not a relationships expert, I am not a psychiatrist or psychologist, and I really basically have zero professional background for my input in here, and all I really do have is Google for some data and my research for my personal input. And of course, we do invite an open mind as you watch our videos, and don't forget to please subscribe to our YouTube channel. It is easy Rock Manila. Alright, so middle of the quarantine, you haven't seen babe for 5 months, you haven't had any action for 5 months. Is it time to start sexting and sending each other nudes? And I know what you're going to be saying. Bakit ka pa magsasend ng mga ganyan? Pag sisisihan mo lang yan, pagkakalat pa yan, ay naku talaga, day. And you're probably even thinking, how dare she promote women exploiting themselves and using themselves as sex object by recklessly sending pictures of themselves to other people via the internet? But this topic is geared toward responsible men and women who are knowledgeable enough to know if and when they send a nude photo of themselves. And the word adult is very important in this conversation, in this topic, so make sure if you're going to be doing this, you are an adult, alright? So the reason why I am here is, if you plan to do it, I want to make sure that you are equipped with enough information to do it in the safest and most responsible manner. And really, that is what Intimate Shai is all about. So let us begin with the whys. If you're going to send a nude photo, ask yourself the reasons why you're going to do it. Is it because they asked you to or demanded that you do it? And if that is the reason, please don't. If you feel pressured to do it, wag na po. If it's because they sent you an unsolicited one, as in hindi mo hiningi pero nagpadala sila, and you feel obliged to send one back, no. Don't do it. But if you're sending one because the conversation is getting hotter, or you know that sending one will just drive your partner crazy, or if you've been sexting for a while and you just want to click things up a notch, then go in front of the mirror, take off your clothes, get confident, and snap away. Now let's talk about the hows, the paano. Well, I'm not going to be talking about, poses and looks and stuff like that. Bahala ka na dyan, be creative, be sexy, be hot, but I am going to talk about what you should do when talking about nudes. First, ask if they want to see your nudes, and from then, you can level up from how comfortable you two are together. Second, make sure that you don't have your face on it. No distinctive features, no tattoos, no birthmarks, no extra thumb, nothing like that, just in case things get to leak out. More on this later, but third, when you have your photo ready, make sure that you send a warning text first. What I mean, let them know that you are about to send their nudes, because you don't know that they might be in the middle of a family gathering and it might be awkward for him when something comes up. Or let's say that her mom is borrowing her phone and just out of the blue, so we don't like that to happen. So send a warning text first, okay? Now let's talk about the etiquette of nudes. Etiquette as in the pamantayan, the tuntunin ng magagandang asal, sabi ni Google right here. The magandang kaugalian, the etiqueta, whatever you want to call it. The important things you have to remember when you receive or send a nude. Number 1, my golden rule. Never send nudes with your face on it, and I mean that. I mentioned this earlier for the unfortunate possibility of a leak. Whether sinadya niya, he sent it to someone, she lost her phone, whatever the reason, we don't know what could happen to that photo. Second of all, set your parameters. Make sure you're comfortable with what you're doing. If you're not comfortable showing your entire body, that's fine, because sometimes, a little bit of a tease makes things better, hotter. So maybe, for example, just use your panties, and then for your boob area, your breast area, just cover it with your hands, for example, your arms, and snap away. Or for boys, for example, for the guys rather, you could just pull down your pants just until I don't know how to describe that area. Just there, you know what I'm talking about here. So yeah, until however comfortable ka lang naman. Walang problema dyan. Girls, you may even just want to wear a shirt, nothing else underneath. Just accentuate your long legs and then maybe twist it a bit just to hide your stuff and show your bare ass. I think that's going to be very nice, very sexy. Just make sure you're confident and you enjoy what you're doing. And you know, even better, to make things a bit hotter, ask them what they want to see and be a tease. Next up in my etiquette of nudes, double check, triple check, quadruple check everything before sending. Make sure that whatever is in the photo is exactly what you want to send. Your clean or dirty room, I don't know, stuff that you may not want to see is not there. Or check also whom you're sending it to. Make sure you're sending it to the right person, not your mom, not your boss, not your delivery guy, not your ex. Just make sure you double check, alright? Next up, pag hindi pa kayo exclusive and you're just flirting or dating, be aware that they might just show your photos to their friends. Of course, it's still your choice of whom you're going to send it to, whether it's just someone from a dating app or someone you're just flirting with. But personally, I'd rather just send one to my partner. Mas secure. Anyway, you know, just giving you a heads up, which leads me to my next etiquette. Do not show the nudes to anyone unless you were given consent to. Please, it's already 2020. We should know better. Consent is important, whether that's going through someone's phone, whether going into a room that you're not invited to, whether that's for sex, and especially in this conversation when sending nudes and receiving nudes, consent is key. If you were ever interested with anything NSFW, a photo, a video, a text, whatever, fam, please, kahit niloko ka pa, come on, let's have more class than that, okay? And if possible, ito na lang ha. Never give one unless you were given one first. Ang tawag dyan, collateral. So to my sexy audience watching right now, time to clean up the mirror, adjust the lighting, make it a bit dim, make it a bit sexy, and start turning your partner on with a kinky picture. Aba, syempre kung gusto mo lang, okay? Be responsible with your actions, man up to it, be smart about it, at panindigan mo. Okay? Well, fam, that is all the time we have for this video. Again, thank you so much for watching. And again, if you have any sort of questions, anything about the intimate stuff, whether that's between sex or relationships or anything in between, let us know down in the comments or send me a message on my Instagram account. It's at DJ Shai 963, and maybe we could talk about that in the next video, okay? Remember, safe sex means no regrets, and it only gets sensual if it's consensual, alright? My name is Shai for Intimate with Shai, saying bye!